And here we go. A little Skyrim and chill, doing the rotation between 6 different mod lists. We were able to set up mages and Vikings. We've got an orc character starting off there, male orc. And then I've got, oh, hi, come here, come on, come on, come on. Good girl. I've got a dog. This is Paya. But I've got, this is Tomes of Talos that I've got on the screen right now. And we just started a Bosmer female character. So she's just left the first starting room, and we'll see where we go from there. Yes, I love you too. I love you too, but I'm going to play. You're a good girl. Oh my gosh, doggy paw prints all over me. She hasn't seen me in a while. I was out front doing some yard work, so we should probably time this and see how long it takes to start up. Just out of curiosity, but this is a lot of mods. 3,051 mods, 3,301 plugins. So much bigger than my list. My list is about 800 mods shy of that. I'm about 2,300 mods, 2,200 to 2,300 mods. So this has more content. We'll have to see. I do like the I like the icon splash screen. And I like the wait timer. They made their own shockwave flash of that same symbol spinning around for Tomes of Talos. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let you know what you're playing. We're going to be playing Tomes of Talos. Now, I've never played Tomes of Talos, but I did take some time to set up my key bindings the way I wanted to. I think I turned off a couple things. Clamber, because I'm not a fan, and Simple Hunting Overhaul, where it like strips them and takes 2 hours to skin an animal. You know, for immersion, I think it's great. For just gameplay, I think it kind of sucks because, you know, if you got 2 wolves and you kill one and you go to loot it, the other wolf just kind of hangs around and waits, you know, until for the 2 hours until you're done skinning, and then continues his attack. And so that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I think there really should be something to keep you from skinning animals while you're in combat. You know, it has to wait until you're out of combat for you to do that. But then if you got 2 dead wolves or 3 dead wolves, you're going to kill 6 hours skinning them. Skin one, 2 hours later, and the screen goes black. And then it comes back and it leaves like a naked mole rat corpse laying there. That, you know, wasn't. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. So yeah, not a fan of that. But I guess that's personal opinion. And then this list is kind of interesting. It doesn't have Wheeler by default. It's got Wheeler in the files for controller. So they expect you to use Wheeler with a controller. But you can turn it on and it works just fine without a controller. It's just in the controller section. So if anybody's going to play this mod list, that's something that I came across. I'm like, does it have Wheeler? Yes, it does. And it said it was using a different key for immersive equipment displays, but it was still backspace on my game, so that's fine. All right, we're going to continue. We're at 3 minutes, 15 seconds when we hit the continue button. We're going to take about 4 seconds, 5 seconds off of that because I was talking. Nords arise. And we're in game at 3 minutes, 39 seconds. So about 3 minutes, 35. We're going to say 3:35. Not bad. Not bad. I remember the first time I played, what was I playing? I was playing Vagabond. It took 6 minutes to get in game. And I'm like, no, okay, that's crazy. 6 minutes to get in game. So yeah, I did set up my quick light the way I like it, but this is our Bosmer. I don't remember her name. And her name doesn't show up here. Okay. These are very interesting. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if this is... I don't think it's Ordinator. It's something else. It's not Valkyrie. Maybe a combination between the two. Is this Ordinator Black, maybe? I'm not sure which skill tree we're using. And I don't know how many points I get when I go up a level, so we'll have to find that out. But I started off in, we're in Whiterun. So let's take a look around. They got nice pottery, plates, nice food. Brie. They didn't go overboard on the cube maps. That's nice. Those are actually nice wine bottles. So all of that's very nice. So it's got... Looks like we're going to take the broom. So it's got quick loot. I may want to turn quick loot off. Let's turn quick loot off. Quick light, quick loot. General. Everything is disabled. Okay. And why is it still showing? Ah. I mean, we could change that to that. All right, let's see if it's still on. Yeah, quick loot is still on, but at least we can take it with that. It's still going to show in third person? Yep. Interesting feathers they've got on the wall basket. I wonder if hawk feathers... This is going to take some getting used to. Hawk feathers, let's eat one. Fortify power attacks. We do have a mammoth tusk. So the only thing we can make is garlic. I guess this has bathing. All right, well, let's start our adventure, huh? Taking a minute to load up Whiterun, so we'll check it out. I wonder if it's open cities and it's loading everything. We'll find out. Choose to follow a deity. Okay. So who should we follow? Hircine? Should we become a wolf? We are a hunter. Jeffrey. Storyteller. Travel fast when you're not in combat. Explore new locations. Read the stories of others. Hunt animals. Wood elves are most deserved. Okay, we'll take Jeffrey.
Pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that.
So let's go to magic. And let's go... dress up. I don't know what that is. Path to Ascension. Don't know what that is. Well, we're definitely putting this in there. Set spooning partner. Ooh. Taunt enemies. That'll be a good one too. So let's put that one in there. Interact from afar. That might be a good one too. I don't know what the hell that does. Causes the target to immediately flee combat. They're in the fade system. Okay. Enable fading. Add an actor to the fade system. Dynamic display settings spell. Well, what the hell is dress up? And what's the path to ascension? All right, well let's find out.
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Grain?
Light armors, heavy armors, clothing, other apparel, accessories, weapons, and shields. Okay, let's say we're light armors. Ember Skies armor? Looks like we can put on whatever armor we want.
Spare a coin for a poor
I'd sooner bend my
beggar.
knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Maybe it's this way.
A few septims for my supper is all I ask.
Have you met my father? He's a steward. Up at Dragon's Reach.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay, so it's a way to change the clothing that other people are wearing. Okay, so we figured out what that does. Let's figure out what this does. The path to ascension. Extend destruction perks. Magical regeneration increased by 25%. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. That looks like a magic user's perk tree.
Take pity, lady, and spare me a few septims.
So I did set up my daggers as my dual wield daggers. Also, we're running, this is, I believe,
Spare a coin for a poor beggar.
widgets, STB toggle. So we need to hit end. Okay, so that's not there. Because I think we're running community shaders. What is immersion toggle? Oh. Okay. So that turns off the HUD. Let's check out our custom skills. Looks like Expedition, Academia. We do have Destiny. So these are... Okay, I'm familiar with Destiny. So we can pick a class that we want to be. We're probably going to go towards the thief side. So what do we want to be? We want to be a Nightblade. Stalker. Slows the enemies. A Rogue. 50 poison damage over 10 seconds. We like that. Assassin. Every 10 seconds your next attack deals 100% more damage. Saboteur. 15% chance to stagger enemies. Deal 25% more damage against staggered. So I'm thinking Rogue or Stalker or Nightblade. Let's see what leads up to that. Silent Blade, your attacks deal 25% damage to Magicka. Evasion, 10% chance to evade spells. That's a good one. And this is reducing their poison resistance and poisoning them. I'm kind of liking Stalker. So slowing my enemies. Chance to evade the spells. Attacks with weapons have a 30% chance to interrupt casting enemies. Spellblade. Swiftness. So we're going straight up the thief side. That's the only way we can get to Stalker. Move 10% faster. Stamina regen. Increases health, magic, and stamina. Regen by 5. Okay, so we're definitely going that way. I'd really like to know... Well, let's see what we can do. Okay, so that is my widgets. That is how I open up my widgets. That looks like Modex. That is toggling my immersion. That does absolutely nothing. That does nothing. So let's try F12. Nothing. F11 is our key reminder. F10, who knows? F9, who knows? Our backspace is immersive equipment displays. What's this one? Okay, that toggles our needs. So I don't know if that's... Are we hungry? No, I think that, that might be where they change color. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That looks like Isolde.
Come to chat with
No,
an old
that's
woman,
Lilith.
Do your good deed for the day.
You don't really look like an old woman. You've got some freaky looking eyes, too. Well, we found the market.
Watch what you're doing.
Why? You don't like it when I kick the cheese? That's Carlotta. Cadius Cauldron. His oldest house is locked. We got Dragon's Tongue out here. Blue Mountain Flower. Let's start figuring out what some things do, huh? Okay, those still restore health. Those fortify carry weight. Resist poison. Restore Magicka. We got lots of flowers we can pick here. I wish I knew how to open up the menu for... Oh,
But his nose was buried so deep in his books that he did not even notice from me what he took.
that's the little Khajiit, the little...
And I cried all the way to Whiterun, and my tears flowed freely under the burning red sun. And then came the mad one, cackling with glee, and to Chatorjo did he tell a somber story.
Chicharjo is his name, so I don't know why it says Samamar.
To the land of old magic did he implore me to go, to the place where is taught how lightning to throw.
So, Mage's Guild.
And in the house of knowledge should Chatorjo look, in the stone sky above the great sea of books.
Stone Sky.
And there would he find the end of his tears, a tome of knowledge to make sadness disappear.
So there's a Tome of Knowledge. It's above the Arcanium.
But suspended it was out of this one's reach, and so Chatorjo to you does humbly beseech.
So he's asking me to get it for him.
Find in the place of
Knowledge Arcane.
the book to Chatorjo, which proved such a pain.
Alright, so he wants a book from the College of Winterhold. I need to know how to open up so we're going to just try some buttons. Because it says CS menu is here on end. That says survival widgets. Okay. Magic, body, inventory. Skill tree. So it says shift enter. I wonder if they set it up for shift enter. Okay, so I guess we're running EMB. Now, which EMB we're running, I don't know. So, I guess we just have detailed shadow. Turn on normal map the shadows. Cloud scatters, cloud shadows. There isn't a whole lot turned on here. I don't know if it has any of those. It says Silent Horizons. EMB extender. All right, so we're going to have to take a look. If we're running EMB, or, okay, so... So what's our run button? Well, that's definitely power attack. We can do power attack just like that, though. So I don't know what I pressed for. We're going to have to take a look. What's our walk run? So that's still power attack. That's not our squad menu anymore. This is... But that is not our community shaders menu. Okay, we do have a favorites menu. Yeah, that's acting weird. Okay, let's look here, because this will tell us what do we have for our run. Oh, the period button. I never would have guessed that. Okay, so what do we have for always run? Right control. Okay, that's better. So we need to see, let's, okay, we just put a manual save there. That's cool. Let's check and make sure we got a save. Yes, we did. All right. Let's see what we're doing with EMB and or community shaders. So we have all the community shader stuff turned on. And we have all the EMB stuff turned off. So do we want to turn off everything in here if we're running community shaders? Probably. Because that's for EMB. So I've never run community shaders. So let me take a look at this. And let's take a look at this. Settings override system allows you to provide custom configuration overrides. Directory structure override files should be placed in community shaders overrides. In-game UI. Overrides tab in the community shaders menu. Hey, what's up? So I don't know, I've never used community shaders before, and I'm wondering how to turn it on and off, or take a look at it, or where do I find that information? It's not in the README. So streamline, okay, cool. Also, I've got like, yeah, no, well, EMB still has a bunch of stuff turned on. I don't know if I need to turn it off. Those are icons. These are categories. Under icons, fonts, interface, shaders. Aha. Toggle keys. I have no idea what any of this is. GUI toggle keys. 0x10, 0x5a. So it says decimal value is 16 for 0x10 and 5a, the value of 90 represents the lowercase z. Data link escape, DLE control character. I don't know what data link escape means, but that's Z. So what is 16? All right, so let me look at scan codes. 16 and 90. So 16 would be Q, and 90, I don't have a 90 on here. Well, it says Z, but here it's telling me Z is 44. So X10 is Q, and X5A I got 50. What the hell would X5A be? All right. So maybe it's Z. That's the Windows layout. So I'm guessing we don't need any of this stuff. So, let's just turn all this off, and we're going to go back to running an EMB. See if we can get that to work right. Because I don't know enough about community shaders. So we're going to run cabbage, cows, elder, Rudy. I like Rudy. We're going to run Rudy. What's in my overwrite? A bunch of stuff. Gerduin, that's her name. Photo mode, screenshots, paintings. Okay. So it's going to set them up as paintings. Vigilant. Shader cache, nothing in there. Root builder. So it's got a couple of screenshots in here. What kind of screenshots did I take? Well, there's Gerduin. Let's take a look at the other one. Gerduin again. All right. Okay, that's cool. NLMCM, safe system overhaul. Kind of need that. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, okay, we don't have any framework plugins. What are the settings? Don't have any of that either. All right, so all of these, we're going to make a mod. And we're going to call it Nico output. And we're going to enable it and just leave it enabled there. So it's not in my overwrite. All right, fire it back up. Let's see if we can mess with Rudy's EMB. Also, the thing I like about this, what they did with the EMB cache, is they produced the EMB cache, the shader cache, for each EMB that they have here, and it's included. So if you change the EMB, it automatically changes the shader cache to the correct shader cache. So you don't need to redo the shader cache. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also like that it's updated to the latest version of EMB's binaries, which means that they can use the LOD shadows. Yeah, I got to talk to somebody who's been running community shaders before. That, or I'm just going to wait for Kimut's mod list that's using community shaders, and I'll just install that. And we'll play that one because it's community shaders from the get-go. It looks pretty good. I mean, I'd like to try it. I've never taken a look at community shaders, so been kind of an EMB fan myself, but I wouldn't mind taking a look at it and, hey, change my mind, right? Also, they don't have any widescreen dynamic to CS line. Okay, that's fine. I hope I didn't break it. Okay, well, footsteps are pretty loud. Let me look at settings, audio. Let's turn the effects down a little bit. Let's turn the footsteps down quite a bit. We'll leave the voice up. Turn the music way down. Animated ice flows don't need to be that loud. Animated icebergs don't need to be that loud either. Footsteps don't need to be that loud. How come we have two things here that say footsteps? Interesting. Standing stone sounds don't need to be that loud either. Daedric whispers also don't need to be that loud. Word walls, we can turn those down too. Rain, thunder, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Footsteps, heels, NPC. Okay, let's go with that. That's better. It's a lot better. Okay, let's see where we're... This is Rudy's EMB. Interesting. Do we have a pre-pass shader? Let's turn on the post pass. So, post-processing without anti-aliasing. So, vibrance, fog. We can turn on HDR. Just makes it dark. We want the blur, we want the sharpening, depth sharpen. Give me grain. No letterbox. Eye adaptation. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's mess with that. Well, we don't want to use eye adaptation then. I do like the LOD shadows. Okay, we've got the blur turned on, which is probably want to turn that off. Yeah, I don't know why adaptation is really messing with things so bad. Okay, well, the sun glare is really bright. So what's our sun glare? So that's our adaptation min and max. So let's turn on our adaptation again. How come it turned everything off? Well, I'm not a fan of that. What time is it anyway? 17:57. Okay. Well, not really having a great time with that either. Let's try Elder. We'll find one we like. Very different than the Rudy I know. I must be on an older version. That or I really tweaked the snot out of it. Or both. I mean, it might be set up for cabbage. A lot of lists are. What I did like about this list is I could use the favorites menu, and I can also run Wheeler with it. So running the favorites menu and Wheeler, I'm pretty happy using both of those for hotkeying stuff. Some of the other lists, it's just look kind of weird. So let's check out Elder ENB. Not a fan. Of course, I might be breaking it by changing out my ENB. Well, the interior doesn't look that bad. It is evening. So this is preset overlays. Angel? That's interesting. Well, I do like the brighter interiors. Kodak Ultramax. Oh, yuck. Yuck. Well, kind of digging that. So that's sun rays on the pre-pass. And we have a sun sprite. Cool. Underwater is on. What's up, doggy? Not a big fan of that either. Hi. I'm just messing up everything. What, Paya? I agree, that was very dark. But it's probably because I'm switching out between stuff and I shouldn't be. What's up, baby? Come on. What's up? Little Paya girl. You're such a good doggy. You're such a good doggy. There's a big tongue. I grabbed your tongue. I grabbed your tongue. I'm blowing your mouth. Blowing your ear. Blowing your nose. Love you. Oh, you're such a good dog. You're such a good girl. You're such a good lap warmer. Yep, good lap warmer. She's going to be big. She's half on the ground and half in my lap. And she's 11 months old. And look at the size of these paws. You're going to be a big dog. Oh, big dog. Yeah, big dog. You're a good girl. Good girl. Go lay down. You gonna go see mommy? No. What's up with you, huh? You gonna bring me a toy? Go get a toy. Where's your toy? If you bring me a ball, I'll throw it. Go get the ball. I got your attention. You know that word, ball. You have eyeball boogers. Hold still. All right, let's try this. Back to cabbage. And that looks horrendous. So, yeah, I think what I need to do is when I start a character, stay with whatever ENB I'm using, because that looks totally crappy. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Since we just started, we're level 1. It doesn't really matter, right? So let's go main menu. Yes. We're going to start a new character. Cleaning my shader cache. I guess I could do that. So this got to go bye-bye. And then this not yet installed Nico output. The only one I really want to keep is that. Because that has an EMB cache in it too. What's in here? Bathing in Skyrim, don't care. Delete. CAD loader. Don't care, delete. This I do care about. That is a whole lot of nothing. Okay, we're keeping that too. Paya, be good. Okay, we're keeping that also. And we're dumping this. Okay, so we're just keeping all of that there. All right, so now that we've done that, should we, since we have no shader cache now, should we enable everything community shaders? Yay, Crashola. So that was telling me it's Z. Or escape. We're going to try this again. Okay. Now I have no idea what button it is to turn it on. Let's give it a try. Oh. Never use community shaders in any of your lists. Okay, well, I mean, neither have I. That's why I'm curious. That's why I want to try. And I know there's an interface you can open it up and kind of mess with things. So, I mean, we've got the default setup in there, but the sky looks a little oversaturated to me, and I want to see if I can mess with that. But I need to be able to open up the UI. Nico mods, breaking shit for 14 years. Breaking shit since 11/11/11. Okay, it might not like this save. Nat patch for Rudy. Okay, that's fine. Because we disabled all the shader cache, so. It is nighttime, though. Well, 17:42, so it's almost 6 p.m. So let's see if Z doesn't open it up. Shift Z. Ooh, Shift Z opens up something. Blocking, gamepad blocking. Windows key. Show numerical window docking, miscellaneous. Welcome screen, advanced. Output. Okay, I got no idea what that is. Volumetric lighting. Cell lighting. Lighting templates. Well, that's Z. So I'm guessing, so that was Shift Z. What's up, Gears? Let's go back to our house. We do have we got a lantern. We're playing Tomes of Talos for the first time. And we're like breaking it, so. But where's the fun if you can't break it? Well, that's very blue. So I'm not sure. Paya, be good, girl. So we actually have to click it twice to open stuff. Updated EMB on your list and making your GPU cry. So are you on 0.504?
How goes the begging today, Redmond?
That's right. Mock the town beggar like everyone else. But I've got a right to growl, don't I?
Make it quick, then. I want your stink driving my customers away.
God's smile on them who show charity. Lest you remember that. A few seconds for my supper is all I ask.
Well, let's see if we can do maybe some little quests or whatever around here. Let's check the missive board. Or find Ysolda. Carlotta.
Spare coin for a poor old beggar.
Hey, how can you be Gwendolyn? I'm Gwendolyn. Alright. Chick stole my name. Wall lean marker. Oh no, that's cool. Like, I'm just chilling. Can we lean on this one too? Alright, I don't use, I've never used that mod before, but it's fun. The bannered mirror is discovered. Cost of NVIDIA cards just overclocked your AMD 7900
Take a seat by the
XTX.
fire and I'll send
Okay.
someone over.
There's Hulda. Uthgerd.
Nothing like a nice mug of mead to keep Skyrim's problems at bay. Doesn't work forever, though.
That's Jesper.
Good morning. Nice day for it. Wait, me? All right, if you're sure. Let's go.
He's a freebie. We'll take him. I love your hair. Oh, he's showing his...
Yes, Mum? We're running low on the Blackbriar mead. In a couple of days, I'll have you make a run, fetch some more.
Oh, yes,
So,
Miss Hilda.
who's turning this? It's auto magic. There's a ghost turning the spit over the fire. We need salt pile to cook anything. Who are you?
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Now, please.
So where do I get salt from? I guess I could check the sacks. Barrels. I'm not sure I like the... Jesper, you have a really wide mouth there, bro. I like you better with your helmet on. Just saying. So this is kind of interesting.
I wonder if Heimsker has converted anybody yet. He's been at it for ages.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs. That was just lying around? Good find.
Yeah, it was just lying around. I just snagged it.
Fruits and vegetables are
You know, I'm not doing
disappointing,
so bad out
Carlotta.
here. Well,
I get them
considering
fresh
I'm
from the
doing
farms
sort of.
daily, Nazim.
If you were getting them from my farm, they'd be twice as
All
fresh.
crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady. All crafted by the great Eorland Greymane himself.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Okay, so we don't have a missives board in this game. I don't think I have... We don't have any potions. What does that say? Fairy info. Many tales have been told where captains of old captured a fairy to keep in the ship. Weather was bad, the crew would be sad and not return to their slip. Ship she would fail, so winds will gale, and the sea will take them all down. But fairy kept calm, the waves wind calm, so none on board would then drown. Some fishermen would benefit if they could by keeping a fae on their boat, or sitting all day along with the fae can benefit a purse of gold bloat. Crabby person holds the key. So that would be the crabber shanty, probably.
If you have a different sword I could borrow, I'd appreciate it. This one gives me splinters.
Do we have another sword? Hookshot. Hook targets to close the distance. That's interesting. We've got an iron katana we could give him.
Hi, see any dragons lately?
Oh my gosh, you're a horrendous looking dude.
I'm not sworn to carry your burdens, but I guess I can.
He's got soap. He's got mead. He's got lots of soap. Well, give me some soap, dude, so I can at least get clean. And I will give you a weapon. We're going to give you that. And we're going to give you this. Okay. Now we're ready. Let's go.
Take pity, lady, and spare me a few seconds.
So you have to hit the doors twice before they open, which is kind of interesting. Barrels on top of the roof of the building to the left. So you say if I enter this...
Keeping well, I hope?
No, get off me, dog. Top of the building to the left. Okay. Let's go check that out, Gears. Let's see. So you say there's probably some in here? No. No. Well, that doesn't lead to the roof. You talking this one? This is just the guard barracks.
I used to live in the barracks, but the other guards kept hiding my uniform, so now I have an arrangement with Hulda at the Bannered Mare instead.
So you set up on the roof, huh? Let's go up here. Well, I can't look in those barrels. I would be stealing. Butter. Honey. And they're keeping a close eye on me. No salt. Let's go get that sky shard, though.
Hey, you want to hear a joke? Okay, so what do you get when you cross a...
I don't like clicking on the door twice. So it's using fortified Whiterun.
You know, I'm quite proud of myself. This is probably the longest I've gone without tripping over a rock.
Who are you, and where have you been? Have you traveled far? Has your hope grown thin?
It's nice to get out of Whiterun. I don't feel as trapped anymore.
So I'm not exactly sure how all that works, but at least we know how to get to it.
Have you ever noticed how the other guards go on and on about sweet rolls? I feel like I missed a meeting or something.
So do we have...
That wooden sword. Can't say it turned any heads in the world of romance.
Interesting ground texture.
It's nice to get out and see Skyrim. I wasn't sure if I ever would.
Can we level up? Yes, we can. So it doesn't tell me how many perk points I have to spend. Shield handling, that's interesting. Let's increase our one-handed. Can't do anything there. Can we increase our archery? No, I guess we only get 1 point. So we should have gotten... The one thing I do like about this is it's got save system overhaul. So Gerduin's set up for it. And we should be creating saves. So let's take a look at where our last save is. It's Wood Elf level 1. It's like just outside by... So when we found a new location, but we can do this, and that's a manual save in progress. That's good. The dirt cliff texture they're using is pretty cool. Butterfly. So we have a bestiary. Okay. That is a very low-flying bird there. What is the green thing? I'm glad we got sky parkour. Okay, so that is a mud crab. Why is the mud crab glowing green? That is a good question. So the mud crab chitin in this one is an ingredient. It's interesting that it's an ingredient. So we should have sprint, should be caps lock. Let's make sure that that's set up correctly. Controls, sprint is caps. Okay. So I'm guessing, is that we have to hold it? Yeah, we have to hold it down. That's fine. We can do that. Think you're all that, Wolfie? Working on our block. There's another one up there. We actually did pretty good. Not bad for level 2. What difficulty are we on? Settings, gameplay. We don't need vibration or controller. We're on adept. Let's put it on expert. I'm liking the colors that they chose. The textures. I'm liking the trees too. I love the fact I can hotkey stuff. Nice choice of signs. I don't know. I think this comes with Paraglider. Let's do a little fishing, shall we?
I've heard tales of just live out in the Riverwood wilderness. Just stories, surely. Right?
I don't know why we have some mud crabs that'll glow green. River Betty.
Always felt like that old barrow on the hill was staring me down whenever I passed through here.
Well, we're going to go there eventually. I like the ivy there, Chose.
I'll never pass up the opportunity to spend some time in Riverwood.
Lots of flowers. Well, I like they have good dog.
Have you ever wanted to jump in the river here and see where it takes you?
Not really.
No? Just me? Really?
We got tomato plants. Oh, and the large, ugly-looking artichokes. I had those in my game for a little while. I'm like, those look horrendous. So I got rid of them. They got nice-looking gourds, though. Well, let's drop one into archery. So sky shards are going to be important since we only get one perk point per level. The sky is a little bit too blue. I don't know.
Let your sleeping soul take flight. Take me through the night. Down, down, down by the river.
You know what? I like the detailed shadow. I like the LOD shadow. Okay, it's interesting that we're getting this. I didn't think they were compatible. That's very vanilla. See if we can take out some bandits.
Hey, we're not alone. This what you want, huh?
Okay, let's do something like this. Oh, we're gonna die. We're dead.
Over here.
We're dead.
Fool, I'll have your blood.
I'll never get tired of killing these bastards.
Okay, that was a bad idea.
Guess it's all clear now.
My soul goes to Aetherius, I shall not return. We died. All right. I'm wondering, okay, where am I going to find that? We'll find that probably here. Let me see if it gives me any kind of direction. There's this one called the Nico Experience. We could play that. YouTube ads are crazy. You shouldn't be getting YouTube ads on my channel. Okay, let's go here. Let's go to the README. And let's look at controller, follower, player, plugin chooser. Let's go to post installation. Select your profile and stick with it. We're using the okay, so that's why. So we're on the Lord's vision, we're not on performance. So if we want to run community shaders, well, this is for lower end systems. So we really should stick with EMB. All right. That's why. So we're on the Lord's vision. If we wanted to play community shaders, we should be on the other one, the performance vision. So let's go here. We need to turn all of this off. And we need to stick with EMB. Because it probably turns all this on by default in the other version. Hence why we're having a problem. When in doubt, read the instructions, right? I don't think it's too, I think it's dark because I'm trying to turn on community shaders when I should be running an EMB. And I should be running cabbage. And then let's check our overwrite and make sure that we're just going to dump everything that's in here. I mean, we could get rid of that and go to Rudy if we wanted to do Rudy. Let's do Rudy off the get-go. Picks, comparing it to vanilla and also older versions. And latest is super dark. Okay, well, it was difficult for me to see like in the shadows and stuff. We're going to try running Rudy. I made sure none of the other stuff was saved. We'll give it one more try. I'm liking a lot of the texture choices. I think a lot of the textures that they're using are Vanaheimer, like the all-in-one. I think. Don't quote me. It's not Requiem. I don't think it's Simon Rem either. I don't know. It's definitely not Requiem. I'd be dead. I'd be dead. I mean, I'm level 2, so maybe I shouldn't take on 3 bandits, and I turned it up to like expert difficulty. So maybe I should turn the difficulty back down to adept. and then I'd have a better chance. But yeah, I was taking out wolves, no problem. Whereas in Requiem, yeah, the wolves wreck me at level 2. A mixture between Simon Rim and an Irim. Some other stuff? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, it does have some long load times. But it's over 3,000 mods. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Like I said, the first time I played Vagabond with like 4,000 mods, it took 6 minutes to load.
I've heard tales of witches who live out in the Riverwood wilderness. Just stories, surely. Right? I'll never pass up the opportunity to spend some time in Riverwood. Have you ever wanted to jump in the river here and see where it takes you? No? Just me? Really? I'm glad I'm out here instead of sweeping Dragon's Reach for the 3rd time today. Always felt like that old barrow on the hill was staring me down whenever I passed through here.
So one of these is going to be more blue, and one's going to be more yellow. That's like purple on the rocks. I'm liking that one. Variant 1 isn't bad. Let's get rid of the vanity thing. So we got some depth of field turned on. So let's mess with our depth of field a little bit. About 295. That's not bad. Variant 3 is too bright. 2's not bad. I like 2 the best.
I'm glad I've learned a few restoration spells. Ever since I met you, the amount of swords being swung at me has increased, to say the least.
Post-processing vibrance. We've got vibrance days at 5. Go to 7. Go up to 5 at night. And probably 3 on the interior. I like the fake HDR. I want to go 18. Let's go even higher, 28, 18, and then down to 8 here. Turn on the blur, sharpening. We don't want Luma sharpening. Going to run this up to 140.
I'm not sure if I trust the innkeeper here. She's a bit shifty.
She is. We don't need that, but that would be like in the corners. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm thinking maybe turn the vibrancy down because our what about our tone mapping? What time of day is it? It's like 1:36.
Oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty, oh.
So I'm looking at this, the color of the sky, and I'm thinking right there, maybe 210. So I probably want to drop all these to 210. So like I said, there's 3 things that I look at when I'm setting color, when I'm messing with an EMB, is I look at the green. So it's RGB basically. So I look at the green of the trees, the blue of the sky, and then skin is kind of her skin really isn't a good a good thing, but his skin will be somewhere between yellow and red. So right now, okay, well, the pre-pass shader, you see the dark line around his hands? That's the pre-pass shader. So if we come here to our pre-pass and we want to turn that thickness down, you see how the dark line around his hands went away when I did that? That's the pre-pass shader.
You know, despite multiple opportunities, I don't think I've ever taken an arrow to the knee.
So I'll tell you what, let's turn this up a little bit. Run it on about 15, and then we want to turn up the transparency. To give him a little bit of depth to his hands. So that's pretty good. Now we want to look at his skin looks a little on the yellow side. So we're looking at our main processing, and we're looking at saturation, and it's daytime, right? So probably want to go a little bit that way. You see we're getting more pink. So let's take a good look at his face. He still looks a little on the yellow side. So let's look at our post-pros. Let's look at our ENV variant. So that's more blue. That's more pink. That's a better color for skin. So we're going to stay right there. So if you get red, green, and blue correct, your RGB, everything else in the game will look correct. So we're looking at our sky. That's a pretty good color for sky. It's a little bit on the oversaturated side, but not bad. I'm liking the sun sprite that Rudy added. Ooh, that looks much better. No, this is not CS. This is Rudy's ENB. I just tweaked it. And like I said, I tweaked it looking at three different things. I look at skin, and skin is going to be a balance between yellow and pink. So we're in bright daylight right now. So he's going to be a little bit on the yellowish side, but I want that pink, right? And then I look at green. So I want the trees to be a good deep green and the plants to be a nice deep green. And then, so R, G, and B, blue, the sky. And like I said, that's a little bit oversaturated, so we're going to come in here and we're going to come down to saturation. And we're probably going to lower this. Right now, the time is 15:07, so that would be, what, 3? So it's daytime. So let's drop this. I'll drop it to like 105. And we're going to do the same thing here. Let's go 7. We're going to make this a gradient. And then dawn and dusk is going to be a little bit more vibrant, right? So we're going to go like 10 or 9. And then we'll go like at night, the saturation is going to be, let's go something like 13. We should probably do the same with the contrast. So we've got contrast a little bit more at dawn and dusk, but I want to run a gradient. So we're running a gradient, right? The tone mapping we can leave pretty much. I mean, let's see what happens we do in this. Probably on 2 would be good. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to run a gradient here. So we'll run 5 and then 10. And we'll run 5 and then 10. Save. That is a good blue for the sky. That is a good green for our plants and our trees. The mountains are a little bit on the blue side. So that's the main, this one, the variant. So variant 2 is probably going to be more on the yellowish. Well, they're all kind of blue. We'll run with variant 2. Yeah, I like EMB. I like Rudy's EMB. I messed around enough in Rudy's EMB that I know, I kind of know what I'm doing. Where I can give it a good vibrant look. We've got that's actually very vibrant. So we probably want to turn the vibrancy down. So that would be in our post process. And that's our daytime vibrancy. So we don't want to fade it too much. We can probably run that. We can turn that off. Just run it at 0. If I knew how to get in there and tweak it, I bet I could make it look good. Sigrid, boy, you got some bounce there, girl. Unsupported. Okay, we have to hold the button down if we're gonna run. I do like that this one doesn't use the run where your heels are hitting yourself in your butt, but she's got kind of, you know, she got some badonkadonk back there. And some child rearing hips going on. So how about we... There we go, a little less badonkadonk. The hips don't lie. Yeah, a little child rearing hips. That's a little better. Now she's got the strong body. So I do like O-body. I use that in my list now too. I like that quite a bit. We are currently level 2. We do not have any healing potions, but we do have healing spell. So should we attempt it? I don't know. If we can take them one at a time, we might do all right. But I wonder how many of them are up there. Maybe if we can get Doofus here to help us out. See the way realist CMVs look. Oh, Nico. Real life, even though it's not released yet. Realista? Okay, well, I mean, I hike a lot, so I know kind of what the color that rock should be. I know the color that dirt should be, and the color that plants should be. So I do a pretty good job. The thing I don't like about, like, cabbage is it looks washed out to me. In a real life, the world is not washed out. All right, come on. Come on. Okay.
You can take me? Your end draws near.
You drink like where's my guy? There's my guy.
What you gonna do?
We got one.
I think killing you can get me promoted.
Oh my gosh, we just died.
Now ain't this is...
Death, I could not escape you forever. We died again. Well, we made it look better. Everybody drink, we died. So that one's going to be kind of a fun list, I think. I think that's going to be a fun list. I'm going to play some of mine because it's almost 5 and I've got until about, dinner's going to be at like 6:30, so got about an hour and a half. I'll play some Nico Experience. But Tomes of Talos is looking pretty good. What are you whining at, Paya? My little whiner girl? Little whiner girl. She's out back whining. Probably at the neighbor dogs. Well, keep me appraised as when this Realista E&B comes out. Because if it looks that good, you know, I might change. I might have to make a new list and make Root Builder and give people an option. See, here the green is a little oversaturated, but this is in the Shire, so it's using a different template. And here the sky is a little underwhelming, not quite the blue that I would expect. But it is a separate world space with its own weather. Get it off the Discord right now? Which Discord? I was trying to get Invicta, the latest one, and that one kind of scares me a little bit because the installer is over 30 gigabytes. So there's a bunch of inline files in that. So I don't know exactly how that's put together, but please do. Please post a link, and I will grab it. But it's telling me that too many people have been downloading it, that I can't download it right now. I got to come back later. So I came back today and tried it, and it's like, no, too many people were downloading. You can't. You got to come back today. But that wouldn't be a bad one. I've got room for another list. And I'm thinking either Invicta or Kim McKirby. So they have their own Discord server, huh? Okay. Is it made for any particular kind of weather? It's made for Nat 3? Okay. Let me grab that link. It says invite invalid. This invite might be expired. You might not have permission to join. Let me see if I can join. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can do it this way. Please hold. Okay, wait a minute. That's...
Don't you want to live? I'm not one to be trifled with. You're hardly worth my time.
Little bastard. All right. So I should be able to join a server, right? So that's this one. Cool. So it says realista files. Tone mapping again, a few more tweaks to reshade. So it's running a reshade also, huh? Day and night for clear weather. Storm and rain. Alpha build. Well, let me grab that. Thank you, Gears. All right, where am I going? Kenthal's... Oh, you know what? I need to go... But Cash likes you, my friend. Can't wait for it to hit the Nexus. Okay, well.
Better watch out. I'm pretty fast. My will is unbreakable. Pain only strengthens me. I can take a lot more.
We had some gold. Speaking of gold, this is probably one of the best gold mines around. We got another one down here. I love slide tackle. We stole his soul. And we got an autosave. They got chicken coops.
World is my oyster.
Give me the eggs. I'll have to check out some of the screenshots, you know, see what it looks like. This is probably one of the best gold mines, or the best gold mine in the entire game.
Can't hold me back.
Full kegger mine. Sneak around, sneak around. Let's mine it.
It's all about finesse. Slow and steady.
Decided to let the hags turn him into a briar heart. Kill any intruders on sight.
Pride will get you killed. That's assault.
Bigger weapon. Let's take your pheasant. Take your wine, too.
What was that?
Your death.
Thought I heard something.
You did.
You're boring me. Out of harm's way. Don't get cocky. You're the biggest idiot of them all.
I'll kill you.
Enough of this.
If death is what you want, you'll have it.
Your death is what I want. Oh, that's a big bad guy.
About time I introduce myself. I can take a lot more
Ow. Oh, he's got magic too.
Never miss.
Uh-oh. And he can summon
You
guys.
should choose your battles more cautiously. Don't you want to live?
Oh, that hurt.
I'm warning you.
That really hurt.
Feel compelled to die?
Let's drink that.
Just getting warmed up.
Let's take him out. Oh, he had a dude inside of him. Yeah, little sprigging guys. We still got this guy shooting arrows at us.
I'll take all the blows in.
You bastard.
Oh, it took all my magicka away. Okay, that was a battle. We actually had to drink a potion to survive that. Even at level 46. Wow.
Best to strike from cover.
Kingsguard. Planter. How come we're not wearing our... There we go. Well, let's mine it. I do love faster mining. 3 hits, 3 ore. You're not there for an hour trying to mine something. Give me all your gold. Khajiit wants you dead. I mean, realistically, I like my choices for dirt and rocks. I just think they look good for cave interiors. Oh, we got an autosave. Cool. Also, I can honestly say that I'm not a big fan of needing salt to cook meat. Because I know in real life I can cook meat just fine without salt. I mean, it tastes better with salt, but I can cook it just fine without it. The salt is usually applied after I cook it. So how much did we get out of it? 28 ingots. Wow. All right, so well, we can go back and let them know. I need to come up here. There's an Ethereum shard. Let's go back here and let Pavo know. Should probably just make it to where giving it salt makes it feel a little more hunger points or something like that. Yeah, the whole salt requirement for cooking, I think, is because you can get meat all over the place, but then where the heck do you pick up the salt? You know, you better put some salt blocks or salt mines or something somewhere to kind of counteract.
Just yield and save me some time.
Where is dude? He's over there. What kind of dragon is he? A storm dragon. I never would have guessed. Would you have guessed he's a storm dragon? I don't know.
Pride will get you killed.
Let's go talk to Pavo.
Kolskegger mine is lost, friend. Forsworn killed everyone.
Yeah, I took him out.
You're from Kolskegger Mine?
Was. Forsworn came in the night, killed everyone. Gat and I are the only ones who escaped. Hopefully Skaggy will send word to the Jarl, and something will be done.
Skaggy? Where's Scooby?
What if I took care of the Forsworn?
I'd be grateful. Kolskegger is my home. But I wouldn't go there if I were you. There's a whole group of them with axes and magic on their side. You'd never stand a chance.
Kolskegger Mine is clear of Forsworn.
You drove them off? By yourself? Thank you. We'll head back to work right away. Take this. It's the least I can do.
1,500 gold.
We're not alone.
No, we're not. There's a dragon out here. You want to come and help me with him? Oh, it's snowing. And now it's storming again because that storm dragon is out. Making me run out in the rain. I gotta put a hood on. Yeah, let's get a cloak too.
Why choose death?
I think we outran the dragon. Shrine of Namira. Should we go say hi to the Lady of Decay? So this is about how dark I like my dungeons. So it is dark, but I can still see the walls when there's a light source. You know, and if I turn on my lantern, I can really see what's going on. And your mushrooms too. Where is this darn dragon? He just made it rain and then he took off. So we need to go that way, but we also need to get up here. I want the Ethereum shard. That's a bar. Is this Dwemerland? It's Dwemerland. That's one of the forgotten dungeons. Ooh, squirrel! That looks like Bethardums. I'm guessing this is Bethardums. Sure is. Which means we're close to the place I want to be. Uh-oh. Who are these guys? Oh, you noticed me, huh?
Love the coming on. Lucky him. Good job, you're
You
so
die,
strong.
she
Why would you
dies,
do that?
everybody dies. And don't pick on me, I'll level 46. I kick your butt. Forsworn. Okay, that is some of the new Forsworn armor. Oh, I dig it. It's like a combination of like a steel helmet, Forsworn helmet. Oh, I dig that too. Ooh. So I haven't seen a bunch of these. Here, should we flip him over? He's not burned.
Eye on the prize.
Not bad looking armor. We got the half shirt. Well, I'm kind of digging that. They took out all the orc hunters. All right, let's check out the helmet. You may call me Princess Eta. From the Fakawi tribe. This is where I wanted to go, because there's another shard over here. But there's also a bunch of green glowy stuff going on over here that's called Depths of the Reach. That these guys were looking into until they got killed. Big slimy dude. Eldrick Soul Brand. I left a couple of weapons here. Now we have 3 Ethereum shards. Oh, we've got things set up Witcher style. She looks pretty good with them swords. Goes well with her her current attire. Should we move him back a little bit? How about we do something like this? No, let's not do that. Let's do something like this. Sword back. And sword back left. Presets. Wachirza. Save. So we actually need to move. What are you doing, girl? Put them away.
All right, time to hush.
I'm digging it. They're still a little bit off. That's better. So we got the dual daggers. We got the twin blade. We got dual swords. And a bow. Do we want to change our bow back to... Maybe. We can rotate it a bit, I guess. Not really a big fan. Oh, crud. Makes it very difficult to see. Let's do something like this. Should be easier to see. And we're going to go bow. And it says better bow. And let's just change that to bow IED. Ochirza. And then we need to look at this one. And we need to go bow. Placement. I do have curved swords. Then we're going to go positions. Okay, we went a little crazy on the bend there. Don't laugh at me. Should we go talk to Kesh? But Kesh likes you, my friend. So these are doing 36 damage. That's doing 67. This is 93. These are doing 54. So why don't we go improve those and let's drop that off. It's heavy. Let's go do that. Hmm. 30% better. 20% better. We'll take that one. What about enchanting? I don't have any enchanting potions. All right. Yep, we're going to do this. Seven percent stronger. Seven percent. 7%. That's all we're gonna get is 7%. All right, fine. We'll take it. What about smithing? Oh, we have a smithing potion. encumbered. Carrying all these ingredients. We're almost able to be moving again. Yeah, hey, we can move again. All right, cool. Satchel. No. Wardrobe. Oh, that's 25% stronger. We'll take that. We have 15 cure disease. Six, four, 2 skooma. That's good. What else we got to get rid of? I know we're carrying a bunch of food. Food, drop the food. I don't think we need 10 of those. How about we keep 2? Potato, we don't need 7 of those. We'll keep 2. That looks better. I don't think we need 17 firewood either. That's always very heavy. We don't need a saw or a wooden plate. And let's get rid of the firewood. Let's get rid of 9 of them. Save 8, makes enough 2 fires. How is our charge on everything doing? That one's charged up good. Charged up good. That could use... could use a little help. We have 1. So we need one more. Do we have a flawless gem? We need flawless rubies. We need 2 flawless rubies. We have 1. Wait a minute. Are we forgetting something? Yeah. All right. Now we got to go improve them. I don't remember exactly what they require. I think they require gold and ebony. But let's see. Yeah, ebony and gold. We got plenty of gold. That's ebony and quicksilver. Moonstone, quicksilver. So let's see what we got. Moonstone, quicksilver, ebony. Chug it. Let's work it. Nice. All right, so we need to set this back up since we improved them. So this is going to go here. I like it. Kesh. Kesh is high up on this mountaintop over here. Although we're probably going to get some more of those green guys.
I'll spread my justice anytime. You won't leave here alive.
Trying out the new swords. They are Kopesh is the shape. And I think when we get up here and see Kesh, we'll create a save. It'll create a save for us. And that's where we're going to call it for the day.
A wanderer, yes. No, pilgrim, perhaps. You have come to commune with Periite, Taskmaster, and Blighted Lord, yes?
May I commune with Periite?
Not everyone has the stomach required to entreat, my lord. But Kesh likes you, friend. There is a way Periite may speak to us, who will take him in. If you wish to commune with him, we'll need the
incense.
Tell me about the incense.
Yes, the incense.
Yes, the incense. Fetch for me a deathbell flower, 1 silver ingot, a flawless ruby, and some vampire dust. Then
I will show you how. That's a skill book. So I think we're just going to put a save right here. Manual save in progress. We like it. All right, well, that is where we're going to call it for today. That's not a bad image. Yeah? Okay. That's not scary voices. That's my wife. She's not scary. At least not to me. She might be scary to you. I don't know. That's it for me, though. I want to check this out. The new day pics and screenshots, huh? Let's check it out. Kind of bright. The sky could use to be a little bit more blue. Oh, the Daedra statue? Yeah. So this color of blue sky is not bad. The grass is a little bit undersaturated. It could use a little more green. So I would say we need a little more green. The sky, the blue here is pretty close though. I'm just waiting for them to load. These must be PNGs. Good contrast between the greens and reds. I would go a little bit darker on the green though. These trees look a little bit faded out. Same with the sky. That's not bad though. Not bad at all. Very minor tweaking and they'd have it. Check out the interiors. Doesn't want to play. It's a little bit on the red side. You know what I mean? See the wood down here? It looks almost pink or orange. So, I mean, you're getting some of the particle light or the light reflection coming off of the flames, but it wouldn't be that orange on the wood. Should be more brown, so a little less red. These are only my opinions. This looks pretty good. Although the rocks look a little on the blue side and the sky looks a little washed out. So I would lift the shadows a bit or maybe change the LUT. You know, less blue, more yellow. Definitely the sky needs to be a deeper blue. So when I look at, let me find a picture that has sky in it. Okay, just so you can get an idea, even on like a semi-cloudy day, I don't know if you can see that, but you see the sky that's behind me? It's a deeper blue than what's in the image. But not so deep that it's, you know, I don't know, let me see if I can find a better picture of sky. Just regular old outdoor sky picture. Now, if you're somewhere where the air is clean, so even here, look how deep green the trees are, and look at how blue the sky is. So much more blue than what's on the screen, and the trees are a lot greener. They're a deeper green than what's in the image. Look at that again. So you guys can't see it. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Anyhow, go just look outside and you'll see what, what reality looks like. This picture here is pretty darn good. This sky is almost perfect. That's the hue of blue that we're looking for. And the deep green of this tree right here, that's perfect. So they did good here. That green is this green, and this green, perfect. This deep green in the background, perfect. Here they did really good. And this blue, they did really good here. So whatever they did with this one, perfect. That looks real. This one, not bad. Good deep green here. You've got some cloudy blue, but this color over here is pretty close. Maybe just a hint more blue in the sky. But that's pretty darn good. Their foggy weathers look pretty good too. This looks like a rainy weather. There's rain coming down. Not bad at all. This looks good. The sky color here is good. The contrast between the red and green is good. The wood color is good, especially the wood over here in the shadow. That's about perfect. They're doing a good job. I'll give them that. And like the thatch on the roof that's got a little bit of green in it. I would like to see that more brown. but not bad. That sky color right there, that's perfect. And I'm going back here to 11. This is November. So it was looking good in November. That looks really good. I don't know what this red thing in the tree is. But the grass and the shadows and in the light, you've got a nice deep green. You've got a nice deep green in the trees. That sky blue is just about perfect. This color here is just about perfect for the sky. And then you've got the white snow in the background. The leather's looking a little bit on the reddish side. So we may want to look, I don't know. I think it looks good. It's a very nice EMB. It's nice to see more EMBs coming out that look more towards realistic colors, right? For trees, sky, lighting, everything else like that. Like this blue here is really good. Is it best pick yet? Yeah, well, you got the sky color and you got that deep green in the trees. So that looks like we should be hiking. We should be hiking up this trail. That looks good. Nice deep green trees, beautiful blue sky, more white towards the horizon. You know, the lower you get, the brighter it is. And your dirt color's good too. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Good work. All right, peoples. Until next time, have fun. Peace out.